Singapore, let's play!
Singapore, let's play! Singapore, let's play! Singapore, let's play! Singapore, let's play! Singapore, let's play! Singapore, let's play!
We're back live. The Crescents are about to start their innings, chasing 177. Janak Prakash takes the new ball from the ballasty end. It's ball into white ball to start proceedings. I will give you this one. I will take.
No, I write.
Are you right?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. What are the numbers? Yogi, can you write the numbers of the Crimsons for me, please? That's wide and 4 runs. The jersey numbers of the fielding side. This is the this is the Crescents, the Crimsons. Crimsons are fielding. Off to a bit of a wayward start. Janak Prakash building up a good head of steam. Would do well to control the lines. Looks like Shahrukh Das opening the batting with Aritra Dutra. Aritra nicely behind in that one. Crimsons will be looking to get an early wicket with the new ball. I'm joined by Bilal Asad. P, welcome back.
Thank you.
The new ball is going to be crucial for the fielding side as well as the batting side.
Yes, I think it's going to be really crucial. Janak, where he's a new bowler and probably 1 or 2 wickets for him, I think that's going to be really good. And that's what they're looking for.
Aritra looking for a quick single. Turned down by his partner. Janak's building up a good head of steam here, but what he'll find out is what's most important on this track is accuracy in bowling to your field. After the initial 2 deliveries, he seemed to have found his line and length. Right, there's a slip and a gully. The boundary riders are at deep fine leg and deep third man. Crescents will be looking to get a good start through the opening pair. Oh dear. Bit of good luck there for Aritra. Almost chopping it on. A little kiss of appreciation to the stumps. Why not?
It's quite. It's quite a bold decision by Crescent sending Shahrukh Dar to open. I think they're looking for attacking mode. I think that can work out for them.
I think they're trying to score some quick runs while the ball is still new and hard.
Yeah, because later on it's going to keep low and the spinners can get the spin. There's going to be quite a lot of turn coming out of it. So I think that's one of the things which they have looked at, probably to get some runs onto the new ball.
That's one heck of a shot on the front foot. Shahrukh Dar pulls it. Deep mid wicket, 4 runs. Great shot. Tafara sharing the new ball from the Serangoon Road end. Nice compact action. Seem to be hitting the deck hard. There's an appeal. Looks like it's going down the leg side a little bit, and a no ball has been signalled. Be defending 177. How crucial are extras?
Very crucial, especially a no ball. I think you cannot afford that because it's going to be a free hit, and if they can get some runs, and probably the person can get a bit set into that mode. And having Shahrukh to play that, I think that's going to be a really, really crucial ball.
Well bowled, tucked him up, giving. That's another no ball. Tafara seems to be having bit of problems with his run up. Measuring out his run up once again just to make sure.
Especially wouldn't afford it against an attacking player. If you see both of them, Aritra, who's a regular member of the national team, performed heavily into the last EPS. So this opening stand is going to be a really important one for them. That's a wide, is it?
It's 2 wides. Both the opening bowlers don't seem to have got into a rhythm. They have gifted a couple of easy runs to the Crescents, who seem to have got off to a flying start, 14 runs. Straight away they've gotten rid of the slip and has placed him at a backward square leg. And there seems to be a long on going back. And the third man's coming up. And we are in the second over.
That's basically because of the free hit ball.
It's gone straight up in the air. It's a free hit. Utsav's the keeper, called for it. Probably want to get the old legs warmed up. And that's a single. The batsman changed over, and that's the reason the field was changed for that free hit. The slips are back in. They seem to have gotten rid of the gully and reinforcing the covering. Straight away, Tafara Chingwara gets his man. The trap was set and it has paid dividends immediately. Must be quite satisfying.
Good catch from Vinod as well. I think that was a good ball. Probably he wanted to play over the extra cover, didn't connect it well, and a good catch from Vinod. So the match is on now.
Absolutely. It's game on at IA. So the experiment by sending Shahrukh Dar has not borne fruit. Crescents have fallen back on the more reliable option. Roger Mukasa, the experienced number 9, coming in at first drop for Crescents. They'll be looking to set a partnership and chase these runs down without too much of a fuss. But having said that, we have a game of cricket on our hands here. I was really impressed the way Aritra played in the last EPS and leading up. He's been in good form. He's been playing some good percentage cricket.
Yeah, he's done really well. If you see, I'm not talking about only the EPS, and even after the EPS, I think he's batted really well for Singapore. And he's scored in WCL3, he's been a consistent performer. The only thing is whether he can keep that consistency going, and probably because this is a tournament where he got into the national team from, and this is going to be a very crucial one for him. And we're hoping that he continues that.
Once again, he was a find as a result of this EPS platform, which is fantastic for Singapore cricket. Tafara from the Serangoon end. Brilliant bit of fielding there. Naveen Param, after his very good 70, has saved his team a single with a bit of dexterous fielding from first slip. Tafara seems to have found his radar, steaming in. It's bowling wicket to wicket. Once again, it's wonderful to watch this good quality of cricket being played right here in our backyard in Singapore. And youngsters and everybody who's in the region just come down to the ground and watch the cricket. At the end of 2 overs, Crescents 17 for the loss of 1. The run rate is well under control, so these two batsmen can afford to take a bit of time and settle in. B, how would you approach this chase?
I think it requires a bit of patience. You just have to wait for it. You will get those loose balls into an over. But the only thing is that they have to keep going and probably look for the singles. The odd ball will go for a boundary. So it's more about the patience game now. So like the extras, they need to cut it down. That's one of the areas where probably Crimsons has to look at, and probably need to cut down these extras which they're giving. Because even in the last probably 2 or 3 overs, they've given quite a lot.
Young Janak Prakash bowling a few wides. Short ball, punished away. Aritraditra doesn't miss out on those. He's a prolific player of that pull shot. He's built like a German tank, and he made him pay.
Yeah, that was a great shot. But again, they have to be disciplined. The line, just control that and have the patience. They'll get the wickets. They just go on to one line length bowling. That's what they need to do.
Oh, there's almost a little mix-up. The batsmen have recovered. Good fielding here. I think the Crimson's fielders on the ring, agile and alert to the occasion. Every run saved is going to be gold dust in this encounter. Sends another wide down. I'm just looking at the young man's spikes here, his bowling boots. I'm not sure whether he's wearing a full head of spikes. That might be affecting his grip at the landing, and he's sending a few down the leg side. That's a much better line and length. I think what's required on this wicket is good disciplined bowling to get the ball in the right areas and build the pressure. Crescents will be happy with this start. That's a magnificent shot. Aritraditra is decided that
It's a very strong area of his. Making him play those areas, you just have to restrict him, get him into the stumps, and I believe they're giving him room to play those. He's one of those players who's got a very good extra cover shot. He can play the short ones as well. So you need not to give him that room which he requires, and get into the stumps line. That's the area where you can get him.
I think it's a good learning curve for these youngsters. I think you better start learning fast. And I think also this wonderful tournament is sponsored by the Mariners, and a great thanks and a shout out to them. All the sponsors coming forward to support cricket in Singapore, and Mariners have been a wonderful partner. Without such support, it would be difficult to host such tournaments, so they've done a great job. Was there a drop chance? Might have been. I think we can have a little look at a replay from that delivery. Tafara Chingwara doing a good job here, settled into a good line and length, but was not able to cling on to that one. That's a great delivery. An absolute jaffa. Tafara Chingwara gets his second, and that's a big wicket. Roger Mukasa departs. Game on at IA. That was great bowling there. Great length and nice seam position.
I think that was superb ball. Just moved away a bit, and I think it was a slight edge which he got. But it's a very crucial wicket. It's a very important wicket which they've got. Roger Mukasa is a very experienced player, and he was one of those players who could bat longer and probably get the total. And I think they are back on. So Crescents are doing it well. After being hit for about 20 odd in the first 2 overs, I think they've come back strongly. Got the 2 crucial wickets now which they required.
I think you called it nice and early. 177 is not going to be a walk in the park.
Yeah, it depends on how they bowl. That's the main thing. They're using the new ball well. They have come back strongly. He struggled a bit at the start of but I think he's come back strongly. The last over which is bowled, I think he's got his line length back. And then it's going to depend on the spinners how they bowl. They've got Vinod. He's a good bowler. We know that he can bowl into right areas. He finishes into the stumps line. That's what you require him to do. And then you've got youngsters to come in as well. So the match is still on. Then you've got Rohan Rangarajan, who can bowl off spin, and on a track where it's spinning, I believe he's going to be a very important part for him, important bowler for this team now.
Ariman Ochil made his way to the middle. It's a good attacking young batsman. Glides it down to wide third man to get off the mark. The Crescents seem to be sending their firepower up front.
Yeah, I think they're looking for some runs. I think they're looking for some runs onto the new ball. Well, I believe that they need somebody to stay at the crease at this moment because they've already lost 2 wickets. So they needed a bit of experience to get on. Just play off the first 15-20 overs and then probably look for that, because it's not a real big total to chase.
Good shot by Aritra again, working it out to the leg side. Good bit of fielding.
This person is going to be a trump card for them. And now Aritra has to score the runs. If he stays, we know that he can score the runs. He's got big hits. He can rotate the strike. And I think it's onto his shoulders now. He needs to take this responsibility and take this team to the target now.
He's a calm, cool customer. Just keeps it simple. I'm sure he's looking to bat a long innings today. That's a brilliant stop. Number 14 there, Carabo. The Botswana captain, the vice captain of the Crimsons, throws himself to the right, stops a certain boundary. They're setting the intensity right on the field. Right here, we got a game on our hands here. That's a beautiful shot. Once again, a brilliant effort, saves a certain boundary. Vinod Bhaskaran hunted it down and dragged it back in. Great fielding here. Crimsons mean business this afternoon at the IA. At the end of 4 overs, the Crescents are 31 for 2. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Mariners EPS 2019, it's happening here at the Indian Association grounds in Balestier Road. Do come down. It's a great game of cricket. Wonderful weather down here. The band's playing, there's ice cream, and there's a good steady crowd building. Janak Prakash into ball his 3rd over. He's hitting the deck hard. I think with Tafara bowling in the right channels and getting the wickets, Janak should look to support him and keep it tight from one end. And if he can get a wicket or two, it'll be a great bonus with this new ball. That's a peach of a delivery. Aritra Dutta having a little word to his partner, letting him know there's a long way to go, just to take his time probably and calm down. I really like this youngster Aritra Dutta. He's got a great head on his shoulders. Good cricketer. That is a very lucky boundary. But the batsman will take it. That was a good delivery once again. Inside edge. 4 runs. Outside edge, I beg your pardon.
I think he has to make him play forward. That's the main thing, because you know that Ayman can hit big hits and he's capable enough to do that. But right now, he should be probably using his new ball well, and he should be pitching it up, making him play a bit of drives where he can get a bit of edges and stuff. Again, it's a short ball.
He'll be slightly disappointed conceding extras. The slip cordon seemed to have come in a bit tighter after the outside edge flew by. Better late than never. That's a good delivery, well left. It'll be interesting to see when they bring on Vinod and the spinners, because Vinod can bowl well with the new ball as well.
Yeah, I think he might not bring it. Janak might not get him early because of the reason that Ayman is there. He's got probably the cow corner hits, which he hits it really well. So I believe he's going to go and probably take his wicket somehow with the fast bowlers, and then I think he's going to bring him in.
Cut away. Oh, great bit of fielding again. Direct hit. Aritra seemed to have changed gears and got home safely.
He's got a habit of getting run out, so I hope it doesn't happen in this game.
He needs a little bit of a runway to take off, doesn't he? We have a youngster crossing the side screen, so there's a slight held up play. Cut away, backward of point. At the end of 5 overs, Crescents are 37 for 2. Crimsons have pulled back the run rate a little bit from the beginning. Tafara Chingwara continues from the Serangoon Road end. Looks like they're going to have one of the slips coming out to square leg. And the first slip is standing slightly wider. Slashed away, outside edge, flies past third man for a boundary. Arima Nochil is not holding back. He's got arms like pistons and he's let it fire. Carabao having a little chat to Farah, sharing some points with young Janak Prakash, the experienced Botswana captain. They might be thinking about sticking back that second slip in or the gully. Ariman is thinking of an early dinner break. He wants to finish this off in a hurry.
Well, that's the way he plays. I think he's just expressing himself. But I believe that they're giving quite a lot of room for him to go and open up his arms. They have to get into the stumps line, and probably that's an area where they can get him.
That's a great delivery coming back in. Tafara looks like a real natural athlete the way he sprints in. Pumping those legs like a locomotive, smoothly approaches. And the ground staff, they have done a wonderful job. This outfield is lightning quick, and the wicket's playing extremely well and consistently. That's a good shot, chipped over, wide mid off. Ariman runs back for 2. The Crescents dugout should be happy with this. They were looking to score the runs while the ball is still hard and new. That's another wide. That's a good delivery. Ariman goes for it again. There's been 11 wides and 14 extras, and we're only in the 6th over. That's going to be a concern.
I think that's going to be a real concern because in 5 overs, probably in the 6th over, you have just already conceded about 14 extras, and 11 is quite high. That means you have bowled about 2 no balls. So having 2 to 3 no balls and 11 wides, that's too much in 6 overs.
Ariman seems to be really going for all. He's not going to die wandering. It's probably a conscious strategy. They've sent him up there to give it a go.
I think they want to get some runs. They've got Manpreet down, then you've got Karthik who can bat, who can take the singles. So I believe they need some runs onto the board. Then it's going to make things a bit easier. That's the reason they're trying to utilize them, get into the first 10 overs with the power play on, only two fielders outside the ring. I think that looks like a plan.
It's a good delivery to finish things off. At the end of 6 overs, Crescents are 42 for the loss of 2 wickets. The run rate's well under control. Aritra Dutta 13 off 15 and Ariman Uchil 12 off the same. There seems to be a change in the bowling, and looks like we're going to have Vinod Bhaskaran from the Balestier Road end. Good left arm orthodox bowler. He does advertise the spinner but sends it down straight. Has got many batsmen napping. It's a brave man to be bowling in the power plays. He's got a deep mid wicket and a long off.
Yeah, it's a brave move, but the way he bowls, he has done that in power plays, even for T20. He started off with the new balls. He is capable enough to do that. And there can be a good change because of the reason that he's going to get into the stumps line and he's going to finish into the stumps line with the good armors he's got. And both the batsmen, I believe that he's going to make them make the mistake.
And he's got straight away into a very good line and length. I think pace off is going to be key on this wicket trend rather than giving the batsman the pace to work with. It's brilliantly bowled again. Vinod Bhaskaran is a dangerous customer. Keeps it really tight. Short, wide, that is absolutely lunch for it. It's going to make you pay. Aritra is another batsman that puts a great price on his wicket and really digs in when he gets the 30s and 40s. He tries to convert them into the big scores.
Yeah, he's a thinking cricketer. One of those people who are probably concerned about his name. He plays for that. And he puts a price onto his wicket. He just doesn't throw it off. That was a close one.
I tell you what, Vinod Bhaskaran was convinced.
Ooh. Played it, yeah.
And that looked like it was missing everything but hitting middle. but the umpire thinks otherwise.
What a shot.
Magnificent shot. Aritradita comes down the wicket and places it over deep extra cover for a magnificent 6. That's one of his favorite shots. He plays it both off the spinners and the faster men. Here's a slow-mo replay of that. Great footwork, great still head. Oh, this is the LBW. I tell you what.
I'll look close.
Vinod Bhaskaran is entitled to feel miserable. That was out. Well, they seem to be persisting with Tafara. B, what do you think? They want to win this, they need to get 10 wickets.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get the wickets. That's the main thing they're looking at. He's bowling his 4th over. I believe even 4 overs, I think he should be getting it. He's already got 2 wickets. And then they're relying on him to get another one for them.
That's a great shot. Ariman's pumped that back over the bowler's head. 4 runs, down to long on. Not an easy shot on this wicket, but he held his shape and absolutely hit it. Seem to have bowled a little slower one. Your leg cutter. Down the leg side. That's another wide. These extras are going to come back and haunt them. It's a much better comeback from Tafara. But B, once again, it's a great opportunity for the youngsters to showcase their talent and really grab an opportunity.
Yes, it's a platform for them to do that. I think EPS is one of the things which has come on for them. Perform over here, get selected into the national team. So I think people like Aryaman, who has played for the national team, and then probably this game, I think it's going to be a real opportunity for him to bat at number 4 and score the runs. And that's a great hit. It's gone all the way for a 6. This is what he's capable enough to do. If you let him open up his arms, he's a strong guy who can hit you 6s with massive hit. What a 6. Superb shot.
That ball has frequent flyer miles on it. That's gone a long way. That was a massive hit. There's a chat going on between the captain, Janak Prakash, and his opening bowling partner Tafara. We might see a change come on from that end. My word, he really did tee off on that. That's gone a long way. That's easily 80 meters. Well, the umps seem to have gone on an expedition looking for the ball. Hot day, beautiful day for cricket. It looks like we are going to get a replacement ball. I like how these youngsters nowadays they play fearless cricket, and they're playing the power cricket. Clear these hips and absolutely let him have it. Aritradita 23 off 21, Narimanuchil 22 off 17. So the strategy to promote him seems to be working thus far. Right, we are back live. Managed to get the replacement ball. Good comeback. At the end of 8 overs, Crescents are 65 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Singapore, let's play!
Vinod Bhaskaran continuing the bowling from the Balestier Road end. Might be feeling a bit unlucky not to have a wicket last over. Good bit of fielding of his own bowling there.
It's turned out to be a great partnership, 39 runs of 31 balls.
Absolutely. Just what the doctor ordered for the Crescents. It's a good tussle going on here between bat and ball. Two attacking cricketers. At the end of 9 overs, Crescents 65 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Singapore, let's play!
The curtain raiser of the EPS 2019, sponsored by Mariners. Both teams looking for the first win to get a good start to the 50-over leg of this EPS 2019. Tomorrow the second game is going to be between your side B, the Stars, and the Crescents. It's going to be a day and night encounter. Yep. Starting at 2:30 at the Indian Association grounds here in Balestier. Pramesh Singhavi coming into the bowling from the Serangoon Road end. Tall off spinner. A leg spinner, sorry.
It's an under 19 boy, quite talented cricketer, gets the opportunity to play this EPS. He started off well, 2 balls on a trot right onto the target area.
I think it's about building the pressure with those dots, trying to get Arman to make a mistake. Smashed away, nearly took the ump with him. 4 runs. That was powerfully struck. Great sweep shot. Not an easy job umpiring these days. It's been the 3rd delivery this over that he's almost chopped on. Tell you, nobody is taking a foot back. It's great cricket, entertaining stuff happening here. It's a good first over by Pramesh Singhavi. Crescents are 69 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 10 overs, the first power play. Looks like Vinod Bhaskaran is going to continue, but this time he's going to have a bit more protection. He's going to have 4 fielders outside patrolling the boundary lines. There's a deep mid-wicket, a long on, a long off, and a sweeper. There's a slip in place as well. Crimson's looking for a wicket. Slashed away, backward of point. Aritra collects another boundary. Good shot. Slightly short. Punished. This is turning out to be a very good partnership. And the runs are coming at a fair clip, well over 7 runs. He's bowled him. That was a magnificent delivery, and what a comeback. Vinod Bhaskaran politely turns to the umpire and says, "There is justice." Or something along the same lines. Aritra walks back. He'll be disappointed. Puts a great price on his wicket. There you go. Very animated young Vinod Bhaskaran. Lets him have it. Manpreet Singh, the captain of the SG Crescents, walks out to the middle. Wants to take responsibility of this chase. The game's really on now. It's not easy for a new batsman coming in. Manpreet Singh will have to use all his skill and experience. But the important thing is the partnership between Ariman and Aritra got the run rate under control, so it'll give the new batsman some breathing space. Number 8, Vinod Bhaskaran. He's fired up.
I think they've got 73 on the board, just 105 remaining. It's less than 3 runs and over. They just have to stay there and probably take singles, rotate the strikes, and probably I think it's going to be over in probably 35 overs. But it's all about patience. He needs to play a captain's knock over here because there's only going to be Karthik after him. So this pair counts a lot for them. That's well bowled again.
I think it's crucial the way they play Vinod. Like you rightly said, there's not a big pressure on the asking rate. Just these 2 batsmen need to take some time. Manpreet Singh also uses his footwork really well, so that's going to help him. Beautiful running here, quick single scampered. He's a really busy cricketer, Manpreet Singh. Looks for the singles and also can hit the ball a long way. Despite his deceptive, wiry outfit, I've seen him hit the ball miles.
Yeah, he times it really well. One of his stronger areas is probably the extra cover. He can play that. He's got a straighter one which he can go for it, and probably a cut shot which he plays as well. So now the only thing is that he has to stay at the crease, take that responsibility. That's the main thing which he needs to do. Overall, a good timer of the ball.
I think it was a good time to get the spinners going from both ends. What do you think, B?
Yeah, I think it's a wise decision. The ball is getting a bit older. The spinners, you just need to stop those singles. You will get the spin out of it. Just slow down your pace, and an odd ball can keep low. So you need the wickets over here. To get those wickets, you have to contain them, and probably that's going to put the pressure. Although you only require 3 runs and over, but that's how to take the wickets.
They've still got the slip in, looking for that outside edge. It's going to be a good experience for young Pramesh as well. Bowling to a good player of spin and a very attacking batsman in Aryaman on the other side. Try to sneak a single. Turned down by Aryaman. It's a good call. Fielder seems to be very alert to the occasion. Great shot. 4 runs. There's very little margin for error when you're bowling to Manpreet Singh. And like all good batsmen, he hits the gaps. Single pushed long off. Pramesh will be a bit disappointed with that fielding effort of his own bowling. Got to save all the singles when you're trying to defend 177. Aremano Chill has deposited that delivery in cow corner. And that was a miss hit, but it's still gone about 80 meters. Good shot. I think it's really important that Manpreet's out there guiding the chase, getting the runs scored by the youngster as well.
Yeah, he's batting nicely on 32. He's only faced about 25 balls. He's one of those players who are not going to stay there. Probably he's just going to go for attacking cricket, and that's what he's trying to do. Now the only thing Manpreet needs to do is take singles, give him that strike, let him play his natural game, and that's going to make things a bit easier for him to chase the runs.
At the end of 12 overs, Crescents are 86 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Singapore, let's play! Singapore, let's play! Singapore, let's play!
Vinod Paskran is going to be continuing from the Balestier Road end. It's going to be really crucial how they play out his overs. Down the leg side, lucky to get away with that one with just a single. I think it's great that this EPS has the 50 over leg as well. It really allows for more opportunity for both the bowlers and the batsmen.
Yes, it does. Like people like Karyaman, okay, he is an attacking player. He's one of those players who can easily fit into the T20 format. But you require that 50 over format to see how longer you can bat with the same mode of cricket. And I think this is a very good opportunity for him. Coming at number 4, it was a bold decision taken by the coach to get him up, and probably the way he's batting, I think he's batting a superb knock. It's a superb knock coming from him. So he's getting the runs, he's not playing these many balls, but he's getting that tempo which is there, getting the team into the other team, the fielding side into a defensive mode. That's what he's done that.
Almost a slight mix-up there, but they recovered in time. Slight adjustment made to the short mid-wicket fielder there. Last thing the Crescents need is a run out. It's a gutsy call by the captain, having both the mid-on and the mid-off up in the circle, inviting Manpreet Singh to go over the top if he so wishes. And just as I say that, they've been dropped back. Smart batting, Manpreet Singh milks the single. Crescents are 88 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 13 overs. Vinod Bhaskaran does get through his overs rather quickly.
Yeah, he does. He's doing it quite quickly. He's just completing his over quite quickly. He can wait for it, but that's how to put a bit of pressure onto them when they've taken a wicket. But he's bowling nicely. If you see that he's given away about 16 runs in probably 4 overs. So I think he's bowling really good.
That's the drinks break. We'll see you shortly. Crescents chipping along nicely at 94 for 3. Rohan Rangaraj bowling from the Serangoon end. And he's put it down. Sharp chance. When you're defending 177, you need to hang on to those. Pull down the leg side is made to pay. 4 runs. Ariman Uchil seems to be suffering from a slight cramp. It's a hot day. Getting the liquids in. Manpreet Singh on 12 of 13, motoring along nicely. Crescents are 97 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 14 overs. Vinod Bhaskaran to continue from the Balestier end. Crimsons looking for their 4th wicket here. This is the crucial partnership. Smartly drilled down to long off for a single. Ariman punches it down to long on. It's good partnership building up here. He's bowled him. Manpreet Singh went on the back foot. Vinod Bhaskaran strikes for the Crimsons. That is a big wicket. The Crescents chasing 177. A slight spot of bother at 99 for 4. The captain Manpreet Singh being clean bowled. Beautifully bowled. The arm ball off the pads, crashes into the stumps. Karthik Subramaniam walks out to join Aryan Uchil. Karthik plays his cricket here at the Indian Association Cricket Ground, and he's going to face one of his teammates, Vinod Bhaskaran. So this is going to be an interesting competition here, and probably a crucial partnership in this game. Straight away, he's got the ball on the money. That's the end of the 15th over. Crescents are 99 for the loss of 4 wickets. Arman Uchil playing a good hand here, 39 off 33 balls. Might hold the key to this Crescents chase. Vinod Bhaskaran has done a great job for his captain, bowling right through from the power plays with great control and accuracy. We have a great match on our hands here. Our men seem to be struggling with a bit of a cramp in the heat. Slight held up of play. This is the dismissal of Manpreet Singh, going on to the back foot, where he might have been better off going on to the front of his pads. Gets the timber knocked over. Aryan Uchil here getting a little bit of treatment for his cramp, getting the liquids in. Extremely hot day.
Singapore, let's play!
New Year return. Ariman batting on 45 of 34 deliveries, 5 fours and 3 mammoth sixes. He needs to continue for the Crescents. Rohan Rangraj continues from the Serangoon Road end. That's a massive hit. 50. Great innings by Armanachal. He's been positive from the get-go, and he's been hitting the ball really cleanly. Valuable innings. He should kick on from here and bat to the end. Great effort down there, deep mid-wicket. But once again, there was massive power behind that shot. Just clears the fielder. I'm sure Karthik Subramanian will be talking to him and saying, son, we got 12 runs off this over. Calm down. It's absolutely important that he continues to bat. At the end of 16 overs, Crescents 117 for 4. The way Ariman has batted has taken the pressure off the other batsmen. B, what's your take on this?
Yes, he surely has. I think he's having a great day. He's playing a free mind game, and I think it's working for them. I hope he can stay there for a bit of time, and probably I think they're going to get closer to the target. But at this moment, he's faced about 39 balls and scored about 57, taking the total to 117. So at this moment, I think Crescent they're wishing to probably for him to stay for about 5 to 6 overs more. I think he's going to play the role then.
I think it's going to be crucial the way they play Vinod. Just work him off for the ones and the twos. Quick single turned down there by Ariman. Karthik Subramanian needs to be conscious that his big buddy at the other end is suffering from a little bit of cramps.
Yeah, you won't be run that.
Don't want to run him out. A ricochet off the close fielder. Vinod is doing a really good job for his captain, keeping it tight. But unfortunately, the runs are leaking from the other end.
He's already taken 2 crucial wickets. I think they're relying on him. Crescent will be looking at Vinod to take 1 more wicket for them. He still has got about 4 overs to go after this. That's a quicker one. Oh, there's a misfield.
Slight misfield there. Karthik Subramanian calling Ariman through for the quick single. Would have been close had the field gathered it cleanly. At the end of 17 overs, Crescents 118 for 4. Slight cloud cover coming over IA. There seems to be a bowling change from the Serangoon Road end. Kenneth Wiswasa seems to be coming into the bowling attack. The slight hold up in play as the batsman gets the helmets going. Right. Crescents require another 60 runs from 198 balls, so the run rate required is not an issue. But still, there's a game on our hands. These two batsmen will need to see the Crescents closer to the target. Kartik Subramaniam, another good competitive cricketer, always likes a challenge. That one nearly got through. Good keeping there. Young Utsav behind the stump, standing up. It's a brilliant take down the leg side. These wides might be crucial in the final equation if the game gets really close. Good fielding, saves the single. Mr. Mahesh Kumar there. SCA is in charge of facilities, has done a great job with the wicket and the outfield. Tucked away to third man for a single. Good smart batting. Gets Ariman back on strike. Kartik Subramaniam talking to his young batting partner, who's on 57, playing a good knock here. Kenneth Weiswa bowls a slower delivery. Nice little leg cutter. Seems to have settled into a good line and length, B.
Yeah, he's bowling really good. Just into the wicket line bowling, and he's changing his pace. That's what you require onto this wicket. I think it's a good change to probably get him on to ball. They need his wicket. Aryaman, they need his wicket probably, and that's what they're trying to do. That's another slow one. Just missed the stumps by inches. So well bowled. That was a good over from him.
120 for the loss of 4 after 18 overs, the Crescents. There's a change in the bowling. Young leg spinner, under 19 Singapore cricketer Pramesh Singhavi coming back into the attack from the Balestier Road end. He'll be bowling to Karthik Subramaniam. Mid on and mid off both up. That was close. It's probably the old googly. Doesn't look like Karthik picked that one. Full toss, played away to deep square leg. Good throw on the bounce. Right, this is going to be interesting. I get a feeling Aryaman is in the mood to deposit one out of the ropes, but he needs to be sensible and see his team through to the end. He's been playing brilliantly so far. As Gordon Greenidge used to say for the old West Indies, be aware of the injured batsman. Especially when he's got pistons for forearms. Come down the wicket, send it down to deep square leg.
I think he's bowled pretty well, Pramesh. Although the figures, they do not reflect the way he's bowled. I think in 2.5 overs he's given away 18 runs. But he's bowled really decently. He hasn't given anything away. I think there were 2 boundaries onto the sweep shots. But being a youngster and the way coming into it, hasn't got the experience. But he's coping up well.
That's a good over. End of 19 overs. Crescents 122 for the loss of 4 wickets. We've seen 2 wonderful half centuries this afternoon, and both by 2 young up and coming batsmen. I think that's a very positive sign for Singapore cricket.
Yeah, it is. But I still feel that probably the first one, Navin, should have gone longer and probably gone for the 100. Now it depends on Aryaman, what a knock he's been playing. He's playing this one. It's just changed the game for his team, but it depends on how he finishes off. He needs to keep that calm, go longer, and probably take his team to the winning.
The slower ball, he's hit it straight up in the air. He's thrown his wicket away. That's a bit unfortunate. Young Aryaman Uchil After playing a very good knock of 58 or 44, he's fallen to the trap.
Yeah. But the credit, you should give the credit to Kenneth, the way he's bowled, even the first over, he changed his pace, probably bowled some slow ones, even started off with a slow one. He knew that he's going to go for the big hits. He's struggling with his leg, and he's just got into that trap. Overall, a good knock, but these youngsters need to understand that they need to finish the games. They need to go longer. Scoring 50s is not the targets for them. Charles Westwa comes in and replaces Aryaman. The game is still on. Yes, Jamal bhai, what do you reckon? It's an interesting game now.
It's a very close game. 177. It's not looking like a walk in the park. Right. Kenneth Waiswa bowling to Charles.
The two teammates.
I wonder whether they're related. That's a very, very brute of a delivery. Sharp one coming in. The two Ugandan teammates. One playing for the Crescents, the other for the Crimsons. That's the beauty about this EPS 2019. What a wonderful platform. Once again, a big thanks to the sponsors, Mariners. It's going to be a tight game going right down to the wire. Good bit of fielding there by Tafara. Fielding at mid-off. He looks a very athletic cricketer. His run-up reminds me of the great Curtly Ambrose, ambling in. Tucked away for a single. Kenneth Waiswa is doing the job for his captain. He's got the crucial wicket of Arman. He's come in, immediately understood which pace and which lengths to bowl on this wicket. And that is the experience that the youngsters in this EPS will get to learn playing with these seasoned cricketers. Wide delivery. I think the total extras have added at least 20 runs, if I'm not mistaken, to this total.
Yeah, Utsav, he's probably kept really well. Good to see a youngster having this much. I think he's got a very good glove work, even getting the balls down the leg and the way he's probably stopped this boundary, a wide boundary which he's stopped it. He's been impressive today.
Absolutely, and he's standing up to the stumps. And Kenneth Waiswa is not bowling lollipops. He's bowling a decent pace here. The inclusion of these international cricketers has added real flavour and quality to this EPS. Tucked away for a single to mid-wicket. I think this is smart cricket. This is what the Crescents need. The run rate is well within their control. They just need a partnership to get it closer. There was a slight bit of cloud cover, but it has blown away. Once again, we have beautiful sunshine at the Indian Association. It's buzzing and becoming a hub of activity here. Pramesh Singhania. Karthik Subramaniam should be looking to turn the strike around at this rate. That's beautifully placed. That was not a very good delivery, but you still have to put them away, and Karthik has put it away expertly. 4 runs. Young Janak Prakash straight away up to his bowler, and I'm imagining the conversations going something like, "What have you done, mate?" It's a good comeback. That's a very good wrong un. Ooh. Karthik Subramaniam, 8 of 21. There's absolutely no run rate pressure, so keys to keep the scoreboard ticking. Pramesh seems to be getting a bit of bounce with his height.
Yeah, he does. I think he's making play those cut shots to take that chance with it, because the odd ball might rise up and probably might get the edges. But the good thing about it is that he's changing his pace. That's good to see. But Karthik, one of those people who plays indoor cricket as well. He's a calm contender. He will stay at the crease. He looks for the singles. That's his game. An odd boundary will come if he gets a loose ball. So they need to take his wicket. That's the main part for them.
Kenneth Weiswa back from the Serangoon Road end, bowling to his countryman. That was beautifully bowled, gripped the surface. I think it ricocheted off the wicket keeper. He's bowling a brilliant line and length here.
He has just conceded about 4 runs in about 2.2 overs, and he's taken an important wicket for the team as well.
It's another little leg cutter, slower delivery. Worked away to long leg. Rohan Rangaraj sweeping in on that ball. Good arm from the deep. He's gone. It's all over. Great bit of fielding there. Prasheen Param, number 12. Sweeped in on the ball, cleanly gathered it, took aim and bullseye.
That's quite an important wicket for them.
Kartik Subramaniam's stay at the crease ends. 8 of 22.
There wasn't any, I don't think there was any need of these type of singles. You don't have a pressure of overs or run rates or anything. You just have to stay at the crease, play these bowlers off who are bowling good. You don't have to take any chances and the runs will come. This is something where probably the nerves play the game, and to get this total, they need to stay. They need to understand what the plan is. They need to understand what they are there for. But we cannot take the credit off from the fielding. I think it was a superb throw. One thing really good about Crimsons, they had been looking really good into the field, putting their efforts. Like we know that at the start that he was stopping the runs, saving the boundaries, had some good catches. Rohan has been superb into the field as well. So overall, I think Crimsons have done pretty well into the fielding as a fielding unit as compared to Crescents.
Yeah, I think their pro Carabao really set the tone in the second ball of the second over when he dove to stop that boundary and really set the standard in terms of intensity, and the youngsters have responded brilliantly. Great bit of fielding. Irfan Nazir walks to the centre with the Crescents requiring another 48 runs.
Yes.
Kenneth Weiss was really doing the business for the Crimsons here.
Yes, just to add on, this is one of the things when the overseas are here, well, like you have said, that they set up the standards, and that's what probably if you see these overseas, all the overseas players, they're trying to probably set up the standards for others to probably get into it, and I think it's looking like a unit, having those overseas players, good overseas players who are putting the efforts in.
This is just absolutely brilliant bowling. It's the ability to sum up the situation and the playing conditions and to execute what is required that is on display today. It's brilliant. There's a lot the young Singaporeans coming up, especially in the under-19 ranks, can learn from this experience, and what a platform the EPS has been for them. Seems there's another bowling change from the Balestier Road end. Looks like young Rohan Rangaraj is coming back onto the strike, on to bowling. Charles Weiswa and Irfan Nazir have been tasked with the responsibility of taking the Crescents close, if not through. Can they do it? We will know the answer shortly. It's turning out to be a great game here. Good intensity. Irfan's quite a capable player and a calm customer. Should be looking to turn it around. That's a good ball. Rohan Rangaraj coming around the wicket. Seems to be a little plan to this. Possibly they're going to have a slip in as we speak. The slip has been inserted.
Yeah, I think he's coming from around the wicket to get that angle, the straighter one angle, I think. That's the reason he's got that slip on now.
It's a good over from Rohan Rangaraj there. At the end of 23 overs, Crescents are 130 for 6. Right, B. For young captains looking around, how would you go? Go for the kill, go for the finish when you're on top? What would you do?
Yeah, you need to. This is a point where I feel that the bowling side is a bit upright at this moment. They've got Rohan Rangarajan. I believe that instead of Rohan Rangarajan, they should be getting a fast bowler to probably get 1 or 2 wickets. That's the only thing which I feel. Or probably your best bowler to come on, or Vinod can come on. Because there's no point of probably leaving his 4 or 5 overs. You need 1 or 2 wickets over here to put a bit more pressure onto them. Right now, Kenneth is doing that job for them. He's mixing up his slower ones and he's bowling brilliantly. Just gave away about 5 runs in 3 overs and taken a wicket. So I believe that there should be another bowler coming on from the other side.
He has a little bit of an angled run-up, reminding me of the run-up of the great Malcolm Marshall back in the day. Not the same pace, but I'm sure he's modelled it after that.
He was totally a different class, I tell you.
Kenneth would be absolutely joyed to be mentioned in the same sentence as the great Malcolm Marshall.
That's another good ball.
Tell you what, he's doing the job for his captain. He's bowling excellently here at the Indian Association. Changing of pace and demonstrating excellent control.
I'm just realizing that he's given 5 runs with 2 extras.
14 dot balls.
That's a short delivery.
Tucked away to deep fine leg. And that's all really the Crescents need to do. Hit the singles. Vinod Bhaskaran was really inspirational for his team, getting those 2 crucial wickets. Really turned it around.
Yes, apart from that over which Aritra hit him a boundary and a 6, and I felt that those 2 balls were good balls as well. I think he's bowled really well. And the 2 wickets he's got, Aritra and Manpreet, these are the 2 main wickets of Crescents, and he still has got about 4 overs, 4 or 5 overs. Yeah, he still has got about 4 overs to go.
Oh, that's another close one. A tell you what, right now, Irfan's wishing that his captain and Ariman got the job done. He has to buckle down and score these runs for his team.
I think they can give him respect. If he's bowling good, there's no point of probably having a ego and probably scoring off him of good balls. If he's bowling good, just play him off. Simple as that. You hardly need anything. It's just 1 to 2 runs and over. That's what you require. So they take a single, take the score to 133 for 6 in 23.5 overs.
There's so much time remaining in this match that if they just occupied the crease, the runs would come. And there have been large donations in the form of extras from the Crimsons. At the end of 24 overs, Crescents are 133 for 6. There's 2 overs to go for the drinks break, and I believe Crimsons would be looking ideally to take one more with them. Crescents would be looking to just bat on. B, what do you think about this strategy of going around the wicket? Is he taking the LPW out of the play?
I think he can still get it because he's a real big spinner of the ball. And the only part is that he needs to know where he has to pitch the ball. That's the main thing, because he pitches in the line of the stumps. With the spin, he might get those. But what he's trying to do is he's using that angle for the straighter deliveries, taking that chance. Like I've said, yeah, for going into a defensive mode, it can be okay. But you need to get your best bowler on, because the 2 batsmen, if you see, they're not really... Okay, Charles can bat, Irfan is probably new at the crease, so need to get that because of to get a wicket out from here. Oh, that's a super good.
Beautifully bowled. That missed everything.
I believe he's kept him on because of the left-hander being there for the ball to move away because it's spinning. And that's the reason he's kept a slip.
I think young Rohan Rangaraj is looking for the magic delivery that pitches outside leg, clips top of off, or gets the edge.
Well, he's capable enough to do it. We have seen him earlier. Even he's played for Singapore, and he's done that for Singapore as well. He's a big spinner of the ball, and the team requires him to do that today. He's bowling too flat there.
Get the feeling he's rushing through and trying to bowl it a bit too fast.
Yep. Looking at the bowling side, Janak Prakash has bowled 3 overs for 18 runs. Tafara 4 overs for 31 runs for 2 wickets. He's taken 2 wickets for that. Vinod 2 for 20 of 6 overs. So he has got about 4 left. Pramesh none for 22 of 4. Rohan Rangarajan none for 28 in 4. And Kenneth was 1 for 8 in 4. So I believe there can be a change from Janak or Vinod to come on.
Yeah, I mean, like you said before, this is not going to go 50 overs, so might as well have your best bowlers going.
Yes, I think he's doing a pretty well job from the other side, Kenneth. He's bowling good, he's changing in pace, his pace and everything. You need an attacking bowler from the other side to take the wickets, because you've already got a defensive one who's just bowling onto the targets for you.
Solidly behind that, Irfan. I'm sure he's aware that this is the last over before drinks. Doesn't want to do anything unnecessary. Slashed it down to third man. Now there's been a fair few runs going through that area. Might even be worth plugging that with a gully or so. They have been educated edges, finding the gaps. Right. Kenneth to Charles. The two Ugandans really going at it.
I think it wouldn't be a bad choice to even bring in Tafara back. He's quite tall, a bit of skiddiness is there. And that's well played, Mefan, but no run. But they surely need a wicket here.
I think the 16 wides, the 2 no balls, and the fact that they didn't bat 7 overs might come back to haunt them. It's a great delivery and well batted too. Solidly defended. That might be drinks.
Singapore, let's play!
Right, we are about to commence the live action. 42 runs required for the Crescents. Crimsons need 4 wickets. It's a tight game. Surely will not go down to 50 overs, but it'll go down to the wire. Charles Vaisva drills it down to long off. Rohan Rangaraj Rohan bowling a tidy line here, doing a job for his captain. Irfan solidly behind that. Pushing forward. Slight appeal for LPW. Would have been missing the stumps. That one keeping slightly low. Rohan Rangaraj getting through his overs quickly and economically. At the end of 27 overs, Crescents are 137 for 6. You're watching the first encounter between SG Crescents and SG Crimsons of the Mariners EPS 2019. This is the 50 over leg of the EPS 2019. Tomorrow the Stars will be playing the Crimsons. It's a day and night game starting at 2:30 on the Indian Association ground. There's a change in bowling. Vinod Bhaskaran been brought back into the attack from the Serangoon Road end. Chanak Prakash looking for that wicket. Right, the Crescents need 41 runs, the Crimsons need 4 wickets. It's game on. Vinod Bhaskaran is not giving anything away here, B. Keeping it really tight.
Yeah, he's bowling good. He started out well. The first 2 balls right on the right areas. I think he's bowling superbly well. But they need a wicket here.
Punch down to long on for a single. Yeah, I'm with you. I think it might be a good idea to bring back in Tafara.
Yeah, I think there has to be Tafara or Janak coming from the other side. They need to come for that. And then they can bring in Kenneth back again. So they need to change these bowlers. Basically, they need a wicket here. Charles Westwa, he's capable enough to bat because he plays for Uganda. He's okay, not a bad player.
He's got the slip in, Janak. Inserted himself. Short cover as well. Irfan tucks it away to the leg side for a single. Might even be worth getting a helmet out and having a bat pad. They're really going for it.
Yes, they can do that. Having Vinod to bowl, I think they should be having a short leg. There's no harm in keeping it. It's a bit of pressure which they are probably putting it on. Even keeping a slip, there has to be a pressure. They can get the mid-on, mid-off, or one of the guys to come up. They need to put that pressure, stop those singles, and probably get that dismissal which they require.
I think this is what this platform will teach these youngsters, to identify the opportunities, when to close games out when you're on top, not allowing the opposition a stiff to get back in.
I'm a bit surprised because of the reason that Janak can bowl good Yorkers with the older one. And that might be a situation where he can come on and probably bowling to a number 7, number 8 batsman, he can bowl the Yorkers. That's a good shot for one.
As far as the Crescents are concerned, all they need are singles.
Yes, every single is putting a pressure onto the Crimson's team. That's what's happening.
Playing across the line, looking to hit the deep mid-wicket region, Nazir. Rohan's changed to going back over the wicket. Irfan would feel that he missed out on that one. The batsman as well should not get into a shell where they try to play overly defensive and they even miss out on the loose balls, putting them away.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I think they should be looking for singles. If they are, probably they shouldn't be getting into a shell. That's what it looks like, because if you're playing too many dot balls, it's going to create a bit of pressure for you.
Rohan Rangaraj has bowled one with nuts and toppings on it, and Irfan's decided not to have it.
Well, it's good. It's good to see one thing, that is probably he's bowling with the long, probably mid-on and mid-off. So he wants the batsman. Last ball he just left it into the air, wanted the batsman to go over the top. So they are trying to do something.
It's almost like a game of chess right now. It's high intensity cricket right there. You might think there's nothing much happening, but there's a big strategic game going on. Crimsons and Crescents really locking horns there. Vinod Bhaskaran from the Serangoon end. Bowling a brilliant line and length into his 8th over, only having conceded 23 runs, and picking up 2 quality wickets. Manpreet Singh and Haritra Dutra has done a good job today. But the game's not over yet. Charles Wiswer slaps it over Backward point, 2 runs. Slightly uppish, but gets away with it. Four runs. Good shot there. Tossed up, invited. Charles takes the invitation and sends him deep for 4. That would ease the nerves of the Crescents dugout. I feel the Crimsons are missing a trick here. Good single down to long on. I would be surprised not to see a fast man come on. Looks like it's going to be Rohan Rangaraj continuing from the Ballasty Road end. I see Kenneth Oiswa, the experienced pro there, going and having a little chat to Chanak Prakash. He seems to be warming up the old pistons. We might see him from the Serangoon Road end. That's very good. That's what this EPS is all about. Youngsters mixing up with the experienced cricketers. Great to see. Single, down to long off. Charles Weiswa is doing a job for the Crescents. Irfan Nasir back on strike to Rohan Rangaraj. Both the mid-on and mid-off are up. There's a slip, short mid-wicket, short cover. It's getting to feel slightly claustrophobic. Irfan's having none of that. He says, thank you, I'll play a forward defensive. That was a good delivery, left alone. It's a big appeal from Rohan, but I think Irfan's got a long stride down. And he's decided he's going to hold one end up. Looks like we're going to have a change in the bowling. And looks like we're going to have the skipper, Janak Prakash, coming into the attack from the far end, Serangoon Road end. End of 31 overs, Crescents are 149 for the loss of 6, 29 runs required. Crimsons looking for 4 wickets. In those previous 4 to 5 overs, the Crimsons did miss out on an opportunity, I felt like. Slight adjustments being made to the field. Fine legs coming up. Oh, that's a close one. I've been really impressed with this young wicket keeper. Utsav standing up to the stumps. Been collecting them really cleanly.
That's good take again.
I think he's looking for the Yorker.
Yes, Chamapai, I think Utsav has done superb work behind the stumps. I think he's done it really well. His glove work, his movement, everything is spot on. Another delivery, he's very confident. He's one of those people who's not fumbling. Even the catches which he's taken, it looked really easy takes from him. So he's got really good glove work.
Yeah, great hands. Slower ball there. I tell you what, I wouldn't even mind slinging a slip in there. They're looking for the wicket. The way Charles is poking the bat out there, it's always a chance.
Yeah, there's no harm in it. Although he's slowed down his pace, I think, looking at the track, but he's still getting those closer to the edge part, so probably there's no harm in keeping a slip.
It's a great take down the leg side, but it's a wide given away. The Crimsons have been guilty of bowling a fair few wides, especially when they're defending 177. They can ill afford such luxuries. That's a great shot. 4 runs. Charles Weiswa using all his experience, waiting for the delivery to be put away.
That shows his experience. If you see, he came at a position where the team required him to stay. He took his time, and now he's on 19 of 37 balls. He's taking those singles, rotating those strikes, and then probably hitting out boundaries.
And Irfan's playing a very good supporting role. I mean, one might look at his innings and feel like watching the grass grow, but it's really important that he holds his end up and gives Charles that confidence.
Yeah, you're spot on, because you need an anchor to be with him, and he's playing a great role of probably that anchor role of staying there with him. He's faced about 31 deliveries for only 4 runs, but that doesn't say all. The only thing is that that's what required by his team, and that's what he's doing.
Tafara Chingwara has about another 6 overs of his up the sleeve. Rohan Rangaraj bringing in a short leg and a slip. Young Naveen Param batted really well today. He's going under the helmet now at forward short leg. Irfan's quite content. Keeping the ball out. Makes the batsman come wide out, drag him out.
Shot. Misfielding.
It's a slight misfield there. Gives away 2 runs. Crimsons are not going to be too happy with that. Every run crucial at this stage. 19 runs away. Good partnership here of 26 runs. Right what the doctor ordered for the Crescents. Wide ball down the leg side. Irfan pulling away there at the last moment. At the end of 33 overs, the Crescents are 157 for the loss of 6 wickets. There's a discussion going on between Janak Prakash. It looks like they're going to bring Tafara on from the Serangoon Road end. There seems to be a conference involving Carabao, Janak, and Tafara. Well, Tafara has been given the ball. It's coming in from the Serangoon Road end. And here we go. So this little passage of play will determine the outcome, I feel. It's the last throw of the dice. Can Tafara Chingwara do something for the Crimsons? Charles Vaiswa and Irfan would want to see their team through. It's a great contest here. Single punch down to mid-on. That's a good delivery. Irfan reminds himself that he should have left that alone. But this is a good partnership. It's what the Crescents required when the 6th wicket fell.
That's a good ball.
Chingwara looking to bowl it wicket to wicket. If you miss, I hit. He's looking to get him bowled or LBW here. Crescent's dugout looks fairly relaxed. He's bowled him. There we go. Chingwara has done the job and it's a no ball. Oh dear. I believe, what a shame. Chingwara could not believe his luck. I think it's not the first time he's got a wicket off a no ball today. Well, Irfan's going to be feeling really lucky. He's going to buy the lottery on his way back home today. It's a free hit.
Might be dinner for Tafara.
That's it. Irfan throws the kitchen sink at that one. That exemplifies the word free hit. The Crimsons would be feeling they're in with a chance here. Chingwara would be terribly disappointed. Can he make amends? Flicked away beautifully, running away to the fence. Irfan flicks it for 2. The end of 34 overs. Crescents are 161 for the loss of 6 wickets. This game, I feel, is going right down to the wire. Number 7, Kenneth Weisfer coming on. He's bowled 5 overs, got a wicket for 10 runs. Crescents require 17 runs to close off this game. Crimsons in search of a wicket. And they bowled another wide. Charles Weiswa, 20 off 38, really done the job for his team, but it's not over yet. He has to see them through. Rohan Rangaraj there at backward point. Slight fumble, allowing the batsman to cross for a single. There's been 19 wides bowled so far. That cannot be healthy. I'm sure the coach would look into that. Irfan solidly behind that. It's a great partnership, 33 runs, irrespective of the number of balls. That's not important. It's exactly what the match situation required. These two have done a very good job. Good off cutter there. He's gone, caught and bowled. That was a soft dismissal. Great bit of bowling there. Kenneth Weiswa does the business. And he's opened the door slightly again for the Crimsons. Irfan Nazir, after a 45-ball stay at the crease, departs for 8 runs. Coming in is James Cox, the Englishman. Kenneth Weiswa bowling a beautiful leg cutter there. This game is not over yet. Janak Prakash making sure he's getting all his fielders in the right place. Rohan Rangaraj patrolling the backward point area. It's a live wire there. Oh yes, that looked close. Given a no ball. So leg by signalled. Kenneth Weiss doesn't look too happy with that decision, but nonetheless, the umpire seems to be explaining to him that there was nothing behind the white line. Intelligently bowled. He still can't believe that that was a no ball. A close call.
I think these extras might cost them quite a lot. 2 wickets and no balls. Could have been the second one onto this. And then quite a lot of wides. It will turn out to be quite an interesting game if one wicket fell over here.
Tafara Chingwara. There's no saying what he's going to do. His overs are always eventful.
It is. I hope he doesn't bowl any wides. That's the only concern we have. Into the stumps line bowling, that's what you require. Oh, that's a good start. Because after this, if one wicket falls over here, then there's going to be Wicket, a youngster, and then Ananta there. So it's going to be quite a lot of nerve game.
Chingwara to James Cox. It's good to see Janak having his mid-off, mid-on up, cutting the singles. There's been 24 extras in terms of wides and no balls. That's 6 additional overs, 24 additional runs, and 2 wickets off no balls. Shocker. So far, Chingwara keeping it tight in this over. Slightly high, appeal for LBW there. James Cox looking to turn it to fine leg. And going down the leg as well. Crimsons are giving a good fight, defending these last 13 runs. Crescents are keeping the things interesting. That was very close. Had somebody been backing up, might have been curtains. Singles will do it for the Crescents. Crimsons need wickets. End of the 36th over, Crescents 166 for the loss of 7 wickets. 12 runs required to win the curtain raiser of this Mariners EPS 2019 between SG Crimsons and SG Crescents. Looks like it's going to be Kenneth Weisfer to continue. Can he get a wicket here for the Crimsons? Tell you what, we've had a beautiful day for cricket for the start of this EPS 2019 Mariners EPS. Kenneth Weisfer. James Fox smartly guides it down to deep third man for a single. Charles Weisfer is back on strike. 21 from 41 deliveries. He's played a crucial hand in this Crescents innings. Really taking the responsibility. Vinod Bhaskaran, slight misfield there. Caught napping. Got a bit of uneven bounce. And another wide. This must be frustrating for both bowler, captain, as well as the team. 9 runs required. Brilliantly bowled, slower delivery. Nice little leg cutter. Right B. What can Janak do as the captain right here, right now?
Well, I like the saying, the match's not over till it's over. I believe that Vinod, he can bring him back. That's one of the options. Kenneth is still doing a good job. But the amount of extras they've given, well, they had to contain 177, 178, and it's too many. 20 odd extras, 24, 25 extras, that's too much. But still the match's on. I wouldn't say the match's over and they won it. Like I've said, probably one youngster to come in and probably then Ananta. So the match's still on. They need to get a wicket. Oh, that was a close one.
James Cox giving it the full Monty. Yeah, good call. I think Vinod Bhaskaran is not a bad idea at all with James down batting the way he is. The old saying, get the spinner on when there's an Englishman around.
Yeah. No comments onto that.
The English are playing spin pretty well these days. They hammered Sri Lanka 3-0.
Yeah, they are. After the T20 started in England, I think they're playing really well, especially the spinners. Struggling a bit in West Indies at the moment, but overall I think they're playing the spinners well.
Might be worth for the captain to bring himself on, to inspire his team. Absolutely. Exactly what the match situation. Tafara Chingwara is going to continue from the Serangoon Road end, looking for that 8th wicket.
That's the reason I just hold it over.
Right, can Chingwara do it for the Crimsons?
Well played. Well, that's a great run.
Good backing up.
I think Charles has done a superb job batting for his team. 22, 23 or 43 balls. That's the knock which Crescents required, and I think he's come up really strongly. He bowled really well. It was a good day for him. Great line leg today on a track which wasn't supporting the fast bowlers. Bowled superbly, changing his paces and stuff, and now he's come into the batting part. I think he's been a very valuable overseas player for them.
Absolutely. Brilliant catch. Captain has inspired the team. Great take. Chingwara struck again. This match is far from over.
Yeah, still 8 to get. You just need 2 good balls. Let's see what happens. You've got a youngster to come in, and then you've got Ananta. So it depends on whether you want, probably the coach would like to get Ananta in first and then probably the youngster win it. That's their call. Let's see what happens.
Ananta Krishna can hit the long ball. Seems to be striding out. Tafara Chingwara. Every time the man has a ball in his hand, things happen.
Although he's been giving away extras, but he's been taking wickets as well. So he's taken 3 wickets now. So 2 more to get. Let's see whether he can win the game for Crimsons or not.
He's definitely kept the match interesting.
I guess Ananta is in extreme pressure right now. Like I've said, it's all nerves game. Let's see whether he can handle it or not.
He plays his cricket here at the Indian Association Cricket Ground. So this is his home wicket. But I tell you what, Tafara Chingwara is not what you face every day. He's got a bit of mystery to him. Can he get another one? Good backing up. Rohan Rangaraj decides to let it go. Thank goodness for backing up.
He's still very energetic. That's the thing to look at. I believe he's not tired at all.
Ananda Krishna has pumped it back over the head. 4 runs. Crescents 174 for the loss of 8 wickets. Great shot. That was a nice meaty blow. Ball pitched up.
Yeah, Ananta started off as a batsman, so then took off the bowling part, leg spin thing. So there's no doubt that he can bat. And he's hit massive sixes. Even the last Tanaga, where they needed about 5 to 6 on the last ball, which he hit a 6. So he surely can hit.
Yeah, his forward defense does justice, really. Looks better than a number 10. 3 runs, 4 runs required by the Crescents. The Crimsons would really be ruining all those extras and not batting out their entire quota of 50 overs. But Chingwara still got the ball in his hand. That's the end of the 38th over. Crescents 174 for the loss of 8 wickets. And it looks like they're bringing in the off spinner, Rohan Rangaraj. I'm pretty sure they will have a slip for the left-hander because they're looking for the wickets. Yes, Janak Prakash going into the slip. I've been really impressed with Charles and his contribution today, both the ball and the bat. Enticing him to try and make a mistake.
Yeah, it's all about 1 wicket now. Oh, that's well bowled. That's great ball. Great line length.
This has been a thoroughly entertaining game of cricket. Might as well have another gully in there. Charles punts it down to Long on for a single, bringing Ananta Krishna on strike. He can hit them far.
Let's see whether Anand goes for a big shot or not. Oh, went for a defense this time, Ananta.
That's the end of the over. 39 overs gone. 175 for 8. 3 runs required to win. I get the feeling this might be the last over going either way. Crimsons need 2 wickets. The Crescents need 3 runs. Tafara Chingwara has got the ball in his hand. Can he pull out that last bit of magic? Charles Weisfer facing. Crescents require 3 runs to win. Chingwara from the Serangoon end. It's a good ball. I think that throw was not required. Can Tafara Chingwara do some magic here? Charles Weisfer on strike. This is getting very exciting. Oh, very close. Charles trying to guide it down to third man. He's got it! Chingwara has done it again!
What a match it's going to be.
And this time it's not a no ball. Full toss, caught and bowled. This one's going down to the wire. Tafara Chingwara has done it for the Crimsons again. A nice juicy full toss hit it straight back to him. But Charles Weisfer has done a great job, scored 24 runs. He'll be thoroughly disappointed he didn't finish things off. And Chingwara has got 1 ball remaining. Young Vinit Mehta comes out.
We were expecting a close finish, but not this way. I think it can go anywhere. Any side can win it now.
B, this is not good for the blood pressure level.
Yeah, it is. I can understand probably Crescent's captain and probably coach. What are they going through?
Tell you what, though, for the people that have turned up here, it's been a great game of cricket. It's gone down to the wire, despite it being a low-scoring game. It's been a fantastic fight back by both the teams. Right.
And we have got a youngster batting now to face the pressure.
Young Vinit Mehta. Can he do it for the Crescents? Requiring 3 runs. Tafara Chingwara from the Serangoon end. He's bowled a good one. Bit of an optimistic appeal there by Kenneth.
So this is an over because Ananta is now going to hold on for 6 balls.
Yeah, I think the youngster's done a good job there. Vinit Mehta kept that delivery out. And now Ananta Krishna will face Kenneth Weiss was going to take the ball.
The only thing is, if Ananta times it, it's going to go off.
Yeah, he can hit the ball a long way. It's built for distance. Kenneth Vaiswa got the ball in hand. Janak Prakash marshalling his troops, making sure that he's got all the fielders in the right place. Vinod Paskaran has just voluntarily removed his cap, probably in anticipation. Though he's caressing his hair, which is not such a good thing. Might get all the sweat on it. This is exciting stuff. Fine-tuning the field adjustments. There looks to only be... Yeah, there's a backward point, cover, extra cover, long off, long on. There's a deep square leg, deep fine leg, and a deep third man. Kenneth Weisberg's got the ball in his hand. Ananta Krishna gets ready. Here we go.
Oh, what a shot.
Bang. Square cut, 4 runs. That's the game. Ananta Krishna has hit the winning runs. It's been a great game of cricket. The Crescents wins the curtain raiser of this EPS Mariners 2019 first game. It's been a wonderful game of cricket. Good job by the young Vinit Mehta. He held his nerve, make sure he kept the last ball out. Got Ananta Krishna on strike. But really, the Crimsons would be ruining the chances they got and the extras they bowled.
I think it was a great shot to finish off. Although I wasn't expecting it's going to be on the first ball, but a great shot to finish. Yeah, there's no doubt that probably the Crimsons might be thinking about the extras they've given, and that's the only difference into this game. But overall, I think the credit goes to Charles Westwa. Played a great knock. Kenneth has done well. Overseas have done pretty well. Apart from this, Aritra Dutta, a great start. So there had been some performances. Naveen Param, we have seen a great knock from him.
And Ariman Uchil, the 58 of 45. I think he set the tone, got the run rate under control. So it's been a great game of cricket all in all. I'll go down, have a little word with the captains. B, it's been a great pleasure commentating with you. Good luck for your game tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to go for my training session now at 5. A bit tired now. All right, thank you very much. See you. Take care.
Okay. I have the captain of SG Crescents, Manpreet Singh, the winning captain with me today. Congratulations, Manpreet. How did it go?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I think it was a great game, and we enjoyed a lot. But there was some times we were like heart was, coming up, coming down. So yeah, it was really good game, and the guys played really well. The opponents they played as well, really good because they fight till the end. So yeah, credit goes to my guys that they played. Even Ananta, he finished well really. So I'm happy with that. Yeah.
It's your first outing as the captain and with a new group, but you seem to have gelled very well. How is the energy amongst the players?
Yeah, actually it was my first captaincy and the first game of my captaincy in Singapore. But the thing is, all the boys were cooperating with me, and they were, every situation they were with me, and I was enjoying game with them. So yeah, it was really good for me. Yeah.
Moving forward, what are the plans for the next game? Who are you playing next?
Not yet planned because they'll be having a meeting at night. So let's see how it goes. Yeah.
Well done and congratulations and good luck for the rest of the games.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I have the captain of SG Crimson's, Janak Prakash, with me. Commiserations. How do you think the game?
I think it was a really good fight by the boys, especially the start that they got, and to come back strong and have them 9 wickets down. It was really, really good. Credit goes to Navin, the way he batted, and Tafara, the way he bowled, and the way he fought back, and in these conditions to come back and still try his hardest was really, really good. So yeah, it was a great fight, but unfortunately we couldn't get over the line.
How badly did the extras cost you?
Yeah, I think that's one part that we really have to work on, especially because the coming games are not going to be easy. The level of cricket here is quite high, and extras is something that we can control. So if we can stop those extras, and then we can probably just create more pressure on the opponent team, and then probably get more wickets as well.
How's the experience being captaining the overseas players? I know you captained as a youngster, and I've watched you come up through the ranks. How's this experience going to help you moving forward?
Yeah, I mean it's a great experience because for every match you play, you learn something, whether you're captain or not. And yeah, just to lead these guys, it's an honor, to be honest, because these guys have played some really high level of cricket. So yeah, it's good to learn from these games, and I can hopefully apply it in the future as well.
When is your next game, and what are the plans for the opponents?
So the next game I think is on Saturday, and I guess the plan won't change much. Because I feel like we really did some stuff that worked here. But the main thing on this wicket is that if there's a set batsman, it's his duty to carry on and not get a new batsman in. And I think that was one area of fault on my part as well, where when I got out, the new batsman had to play on this wicket, and it's honestly not that easy. So yeah, I guess it's important for the set batsman to just carry on.
Good effort today, and good luck for the rest of the games.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's it from the Indian Association for today. Next game tomorrow is a day and night encounter. See you all at 2:30. Thank you very much.
Singapore, let's play!